What was that?
The base gaskets are in place correctly.
I just killed a bug on the camera.
A bug?
Yeah, look at that bug.
There's bugs around here.
Rolling around my camera. Base gas, where they at?
In place.
Still in the tank?
Right here.
Drop on the gas tank?
Getting these wires out of the way in case you gotta come over here and do something.
Looks like that hose is in the way now. It was out of the way, now it's in the way. Somebody moved it. Okay, where's our chemicals at, sir?
What do you want? CRC?
I need a funnel.
You need a funnel?
Got a clean funnel?
I don't know where they up here. Up here? I don't have a funnel at all yet. Where the hell you got them at, Ken?
An oil filter?
I do have an oil filter, but I haven't put it on yet.
Waiting on the bike. What are you waiting
I
for?
haven't got the old one up yet.
Where's the old one at?
On the bike.
It's in the bike? Oh, it's in the back? We don't care?
Right here.
Perfect. We don't care, it's in the back, that's fine. Okay, so, for oil, we have 50 weight Maxima, thickening agent. We have braking oil for breaking the rings in. Very important these days. It also breaks in your flat tappet cam, right?
Right.
Are our cams flat?
Yes.
Do they have the tappets in it?
Yes.
Okay, it must be a flat tappet cam then.
Must be. The old one was, I know that.
So very important to put your braking oil in there. This is as thick as you can buy. It's 1550, which is a little light for Harley. So we have this thickening agent right here to thicken it up. So we put 2 quarts of this in there, which would be 2nd quart to do that. This here is gear and chain case oil for Sportster. This looks like a Sportster, so we're going to put Sportster oil in it. This is for the primary, where we get onto the primary.
Yes or no?
Is it clean?
It will be when I wipe it out.
So this is for the primary whenever we put the primary cover on it, which we are not doing right now because we need to do what?
Turn it over.
Turn the motor over. You know, is that ratchet still over there, the socket on it?
Yep.
Like I left it?
It's a breaker bar, but not.
Is it still over there?
Yeah.
Does it fit?
It does fit.
Did you check? How do you know?
Last time we did.
How do you know it checked? You didn't check it. Maybe someone snuck in here and changed it on you. Is that funnel clean?
It is now.
Is that a vintage aluminum funnel? Not that plastic stuff?
Fits. Yes.
That fits on there? All right.
Still fits.
Still fits. Is that oil tank still clean?
That oil tank is still clean.
Or is it rusty because like everything else got rusty around here? Ooh, look at that nasty looking weld mark in there. There's a heat mark in that tank still. You know what? I don't see anything in that tank except steel.
Clean steel.
Clean steel. That is how oil tanks are supposed to be.
Get this hose. We always clamp that down. Huh?
That hose has already been fixed, sir.
Okay.
The problem is the oil has to go
This
from
one's
here.
still here.
The oil has to go from here to here. Did you hook that up yet? Or is it going to drain out there?
It's on the thing, but the clamp's not on it yet.
Well, I think you probably should connect that before we're done, because if you leave that off and we put new oil in the tank, there might be an issue.
I'm gonna need to get the pliers.
Now, is there any solvent in this?
I don't believe so. I thought we cleaned it out. We aired it out.
Well, instead of believing, I think we should find out for sure.
Not that oil tank no more. I took it home and didn't bring it back.
Well, why don't you pull it off?
Screw it up.
Maybe. Do you have one? Where's your rag? You got your dirty rag? There's all kinds of dirty rags around here.
Over there.
Here's a semi-dirty rag.
Bone dry.
What's that? There's nothing in there. You mean that tank's empty? That's a good thing. Okay, slam it up in there. Where's your pliers at? We're using these fancy pliers over here. Yeah, good, because I don't have any fancy pliers over here. I don't have fancy pliers like I'm looking for.
Needle nose might work.
I don't see the blue ones. Oh, needle nose, no. All my pliers are missing. Where's the blue one? There used to be a pair on the welding bench. Yeah, there's a pair on the welding bench. They got aluminum on them. Somebody dropped their tools. I think the chips fell off too when I did that. Do you know how to use those?
Yeah.
Those are vintage blue ones. Obviously you know how to use them. You're making a mess. I used to have an original set of those for pulling those on and off. I wonder what happened to those pliers I used to have. You already got them on? There you go. There you go, Joe.
That would work better, but then
Here, see how that works, Joe?
I don't even need to touch it anymore. You make those?
No, I bought them. Did it fit? Not in that position. Oh, look at it like they're made for it or something. Amazing how that works.
Like that.
It's almost like they made it for that application. Told you I had a set. Who made these?
Somebody did.
That looks like it says Proto on there.
I think Pro put them out like that, though. I think someone might have machined them.
You think somebody put Proto's name in there? Ooh. Oh, it says Challenger on this side by Proto. Look at that.
That's their Chinese brand.
Turn the light off, you can read it probably better. That's their China brand?
Challenger.
Oh, jeez. I got cheap China tools. Here, I thought those were good old American tools.
Pro used to be Plum.
Plum?
I don't know if they can read my license, please. I want to know. Why can't nobody to figure out what that
Okay,
says?
you ready?
Why can't they figure it out?
I am a dumbass.
Is it too hard?
I am a dumbass. That's what that
More than
says.
50% cannot figure it out.
I can't spill, and I can't do anything else either, so I'm
Which one
good.
we putting in first?
Did you shake it up well?
Maximum brake and engine oil.
Did it say to shake it up well?
This is not Tribodyne.
Oh, did it say Tribodyne? Oh, okay, we don't have to shake it then?
Do some critical thing I've seen about
I always shake oil up anyway. Force the habit. Alright, pour some in the tank.
I'm probably going to need a pocket knife.
Pocket knife.
Nope, put full tab on it if I can get it off. Got it. There we go.
That had the appropriate style device on there. Is that green stuff?
Clear.
Clear. Yellowish tint to it. Gold.
Gold.
Liquid
Like
gold.
good old oil used to be.
Is that like 50 weight coming out of there?
Was it 1550?
It looks like it's come out pretty. Has it come out the bottom of the tank yet? Is the workbench getting dirty? Is the workbench getting dirty?
Damn it, I'm gonna get you nervous.
He's getting nervous over
We
there.
didn't take another note.
You didn't take none off? Okay, what's this stuff here?
With the 50 weight? Gear oil.
This shakes up too. This is OEM replacement oil. Yeah, it says OEM on it.
For Sportsters?
I don't know, it just said OEM on it. This appears to be Maxima special pull tab.
I like Maximum oil. They make a bean oil two-stroke oil also.
I know I use it on my race bike. Okay, this is straight 50 weight. What are we gonna do with that?
Right back in the tank? Or
Nope.
To thicken up to 15?
No, we're not
Oh, it's
putting
going
that
in
on
the crank
tank.
first?
We're gonna stick it over in this tank over here.
Your funnel?
What do I need a funnel for?
So they'll make a mess of it.
Make a mess. You mean like that? Like
Straight down the crankcase, huh?
that? I got some on the gasket too for you.
Did you?
Yeah, right there.
A little bit, yeah.
One drop.
See that?
One drop. Where'd I put that?
In the crankcase.
Right on top of the connecting rod.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to work it in a little bit. You notice how the rear rod is holding the oil like a cup?
Is that a good thing?
Now this one's getting oil in it. Like how I do that?
That's lubricating the front one too?
That's lubricating this one.
You move it around, it's lubricating the front one? Getting in there?
A little bit. You could have been doing that while I was moving the other one.
I don't want to mess something up.
Well, you can do that one by yourself. Look at that. 2-4.
Too far?
2-4.
This one's sloppy.
Sloppy. Must be worn out.
It just has twice as much as the other one
Maybe
does.
there's some more oil in there then.
Some more, huh?
I can't see it. Is the oil coming out? What color is it?
It's gold.
Gold.
Right on top of that rod where you want it.
Did I get it on top of the rod again?
Mm-hmm. I could probably do both of them.
You can do it. I got it on one hand. I'm handicapped. Only got one hand.
A lot of throw in there.
They're getting well lubed?
Yeah.
Nice and lubed?
Back one's front one's exactly twice as loose as the front one. The rear
How
one.
much oil's in there right now?
In the cap, actually?
How much oil's down in there?
I can't see it yet. You see it?
No.
And move these rods. Oh, there we can see it now. It's down there ways.
Is it halfway up the flywheel yet?
Hard to tell.
Well, we need to know.
From your flashlight.
Here you go. Put the rest of it in there. Don't be bashful.
Try not to spill any in the gasket.
Why don't you put the thing from the other direction? Yeah, there you go.
about that?
There you go. How about that?
That's good. Just like it was made to go like that.
Why'd I put a whole quart of oil in the crank?
So things get lubricated before the oil tank gets the rest of it back into the motor.
So the main bearings might get some lubricant on them now.
We dried them out pretty good.
We dried them out really well with solvent. So there's no oil in that lower end at all.
And maybe a little bit of solvent in this stuff.
So now we have a lot of oil in it. You know what's gonna happen when you start that bike up? It's gonna wet sump on us.
What's that mean?
It means it might blow out the breather.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, we can deal with that.
Here you go, sir.
You on the gasket?
Okay.
None.
Now we need to turn the motor over.
I think you got the cap on that side, don't you?
Yes, I do. Right down there. Now we need to turn the motor over backwards.
Backwards. Why is that?
Because if you go forward, it goes into the gear cover.
Oh, I messed the gaskets up.
Well, maybe take the gaskets out again. Somebody might have prematurely put the gaskets in there. You got your fingers.
What was the reason we're going backwards, you said again?
We're lubricating the crank.
And why backwards?
It's got oil going up and down.
If you went forward with it, it would.
We'll go in the breather cavity. There you go.
Breather cavity. You want me to film you doing that?
Yeah, see what you're doing. See the oil in there? How much oil's in there?
Looks like it's up the bottom of the rod almost.
It's almost up to
The rod
it's
drum?
in the main bearings, isn't it?
Yeah.
See what squeeze in there?
It's nice and quiet now.
Appears to be harder to turn than it used to be.
Flywheel to crankcase clearance is pretty minimal.
Yeah, especially with 50 weight in there. So what's the oil level at? Is it the main bearing, you think? Is it halfway up the flywheel?
It's a little, well, no.
No?
Close though.
Close.
The rod drum is not where the, I can't tell where the,
That means the main bearings aren't getting hit then.
they're probably getting hit. I'm just having a hard time seeing where they are.
Okay, I'll just do this a couple more times because the oil is dripping around. It will eventually drain in there. See how the oil's on the flywheel and skims it off and it drains down the inside the wheel there a little bit?
Yeah.
So eventually it will work its way down to the main
I
bearings.
just can't tell where the main's at.
They're in the middle of the motor.
I know. I can't see them from my vantage point here.
So we just let it kind of do that same dribble thing. Go over here maybe.
You put a piston on the rod and then go put the barrels on. You have the pistons all the way down.
Alright. I'm getting tired.
Want me to do something? I could probably mess something up.
Why am I tired?
Because that magnet.
The magnet. You got a magnet?
In the stator.
In the stator? Is there any oil on that rag? On that gasket right there? Nope.
Nope. I don't see any on either one of them.
How about this one? Okay, we'll let those drain down. Alright, so you think that might be lubed?
I believe it is lubed. The rods are for sure.
The rods are definitely lubed? Good. I like lubing rods.
I don't see anything leaking over in the primary.
Good deal.
So you must have put that screw in right.
What screw?
The one that holds the alternator wires?
Oh, the one that you left out?
Yeah. Otherwise it would be leaking right now.
It'd be leaking. They don't know what you're talking about. You'd have to watch an old video. Here's my cap. Where's my oil at? If you always put your cap back on your empty oil container,
I did on mine.
it doesn't make a mess inside your garbage can.
Yep. Oil in that gas, we my wife over there.
Alright, what do we got over here?
Trying to do these base gaskets so they don't leak this time. I was just wiping the oil off of them where the rod
Are they leaky?
The rod was dripping.
You got leaky gaskets?
I don't want to have any leaky.
Oh, you don't want any
That
leaky
rod was
gaskets.
dripping a little bit of oil.
So how much oil's in this tank over here now?
1 quart.
What's 1 quart look like? About that much.
Hard to tell. 3 quart tank.
Where's your dipstick? Way over here. If you have 1 quart of oil in your dipstick,
Oh, we're putting it in right now.
that doesn't go on very well, does it?
Put it in there again. It should go in just fine. 1 quart, yeah, that's quart down the next one, isn't it?
If I lube up the top like that, would be easier.
Better.
That one easier?
Yeah.
Good. Imagine that. So 1 quart puts you half a quart low.
That's a whole quart though, isn't it?
Theoretically. So,
And there's a quart between
so if
here
you're
and
½ inch below your low mark on your FXR dipstick, you are 1 quart of oil in your tank. You know what that means? There's enough oil in there to start the bike and run it.
Really?
Yep. And after everything equalizes and all that oil gets back in the tank, then we'll take the rest of that break-in oil and we'll fill that tank up. But you have to crawl in there and change that oil filter. It's
I'll do that.
buried under there somewhere. And it appears you have a nut on that oil filter. Not the non-nutted one. Pretty good, huh? Alright. Now what are we doing?
Wrist pin and pistons.
Wrist pin and pistons. Are we going to put any lubricant on those rods, or are we going to be
We're gonna
dry?
put some in the bearings there, the bushing.
Maybe.
We're gonna put some assembly lube in there. I got a black bottle right down below you
A black bottle.
of Torco assembly lube.
Torco assembly lube. Amazing.
And as far as I know, that's what we're gonna use.
That's what we're going to use? You sure about that?
All oil lines are clear, right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Gaskets down low.
Yep. Looks like we're good. Alright, we'll be back.